what we're going to do here is give you a little look at it. This here is my transmitter, which controls the aircraft, and then this here is my this is an Android device, the Galaxy Note 3 here. It works with iOS or Android. I can see what the camera's seeing. I can fully control my camera, and I can also get telemetry of how far away I am, what my altitude is, my speed. I can take photos, start and stop videos. I can access all my camera settings here, so I have full control. I can even tilt the camera up and down here, so I can get the right perspective that I want, the right angle. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and take off so you can see this thing in action. I'm going to go ahead and start recording, so you have this video. We'll put the sticks together. All I'm going to do is increase on the throttle. This is how easy it is to fly. And as I increase the throttle, you can see it's just going straight up, because it's using satellite-based navigation to maintain its position in space and only go where I tell it to go. So you can see that we're now 70, 80, 90 feet above our current location, 110 feet. I can increase a little faster, 150, 60, 70, 80, 90, 210, 20, 30, 40, 50. So there's 250 feet up, straight up. I have not touched a single thing other than increasing my throttle until that said 265 feet. Now I'm shooting video this whole time. I can do a nice little pan around so you can see the city. I can look down and see you know, the area where we are on the south side of the river here. Pan back around this way. Now let's fly it out forward a little bit and go take a little closer look at downtown. So now I can see that not only am I 265 feet above us, but I am now 300 feet away, 400 feet away, 500 feet away. So now I can see here that I'm 550 feet away from us, 265 feet in the air. So I'm across the river now, and I'll go ahead and stop recording and let's take a little photo here. So we can take an aerial photo there. Let's say we want to go up a little bit higher altitude. Let's get up to 320 or so feet. Take another photo here. Now what else is cool is if for some reason I look up and I can't find where my Phantom is, I can press this indicator right here. This is my attitude indicator, just like in a plane. If I press that, I can see where my Phantom is, and as I rotate my phone, the Phantom rotates, and as I rotate the Phantom, see how the little red arrow actually rotates for me to show me if it's pointed back at my home location. So once I rotate until here, now I can see it's pointed right back toward me, and I can start flying. It's flying home. And then when I look up, I can see that, you know, right there at 350 feet altitude, 400 feet away, I can find my Phantom. So say we leave it out there over the water, and, you know, as you can see, if I look down here, I can tilt down on my camera, and I can see that I'm right here over the water, right? Now what happens if I turn off my transmitter? Say for some reason I lose command and control, and my device is out there flying over the water. Now I can see I have plenty of battery life, 77% battery. I can see I have 11 satellites in view. My Phantom is looking at 11 satellites in space right now, so I have a really nice GPS position hold. My Wi-Fi signal's full, but for some reason, if I were to turn off my controller and lose control of my aircraft, what happens? So let's turn off the controller, and then immediately you'll see that we have an error that's happening. It's giving me a configuration error, or it'll say command link lost, and now it says return home. Now watch this. You can watch on the screen, it's actually autonomously flying itself home without us doing anything. I am not touching the remote at all, and you can see here it says return home. So it's actually coming home now. You can see our distance from home is down to 16 feet, 10 feet, 5 feet. It passed it up a little bit. Now it'll back up to get that distance to home as close as it can to zero. The altitude's coming down, 330, 320. So now it's just gonna start coming down, and it's gonna land itself as I sit here and tell you more about how cool the vision is. So now we can see our altitude is down to 100 feet. It's dropping in altitude still. Its distance is really tight on that distance from home point. So it's coming right down, 60 feet. Now it's gonna wait for us at about 60 feet, it'll wait for about 15 seconds if you want to take back over. I can simply turn on my transmitter, switch this switch here, and I can take over and keep flying, or I can let it come down. So you see how it waited at 60 feet for about 15 seconds? Now it's coming down. You can see us standing there. It's looking right at us. And it's going to come down and autonomously land itself with no transmitter on at all. I can still take photos on the way down. I can still control the camera. I can still adjust the tilt angle of the camera. So I still have full camera control, even though it knows that my control signal from my transmitter to the Phantom has been lost. And here we go, it's landing itself right there. It feels ground effect, and then it sets itself down, and it'll actually turn the props off by itself. So there you go, now it's on the ground. It turns itself off. We've now landed.